Hey, what's up, Project White Fang fans, subscribers, and anyone else on YouTube who's interested in doing work to their Mustangs? My current project is Project White Fang, and that's been, how should I say, a long overdue project that needs to get done. Finally, in the last couple of years, we've freed up some of our time to allow that to happen. But I got a display here of some stuff that we're upgrading on the car, so when I get it on the road, it'll be a little bit more reliable. We'll talk a little bit about the brakes. The brakes that were on there were fine. It's not that they were bad, but and these aren't exactly great. These are what we call budget brakes. This whole kit only ran me about $400 and something, so it's not like they're going to be anything radical. They're not two-piece design, but they're not the rusty pieces that are on the car. New brake pads with new brake rotors, front and rear, should help at least get me through another year or so, because the main goal would be upgrade as high as possible. Two-piece rotors, 15-inch or 14-inch front, 6-piston caliber, so on and so forth, just to get it to the next level. But what's on there right now is just standard 0304 Cobra brakes with the rear end. We're upgrading the drivetrain system as well. We're going to put a short throw shifter on the transmission. We're going to use a new pilot bearing. I went with a McLeod severe duty street clutch. This is a puck style, not it's pretty aggressive but not overly aggressive. And then we're going to put a new flywheel on the car. Why I'm putting a new flywheel in is and this is a steel flywheel. This is not an aluminum flywheel, so I'm not really saving a lot of weight. But because it's a street-driven car, not track duty all the time, I wanted the reliability of the steel. It's only a pound lighter from the factory, so I won't really be saving weight there. But nonetheless, it's new. They were on sale at AmericanMuscle.com, and I chose to go that route. So this, once my wheels come in, should give a nice balance to the car. Now we'll come over and talk a little bit about the motor. This is its current state. We got our Moroso street strip. Oh, cameraman can just go back up front. But we got a new oil pan on the car. We're starting its dress up. Stay right there, cameraman. We're starting to dress up. We're cleaning it up. As you can see, once this is disengaged, it reaches up over the alternator. I run a very short belt. No power steering, no AC compressor on the vehicle. I got the Screamin' Demon coils. And I just ran into a video. Somebody replied on an older video when I was throwing some engine codes, P0340, P0350, which is saying that the communication from the cam position sensor and the coil packs isn't being read properly. And at that time, and still to this current time, what you see is either it's the PCM that is damaged, which is it's not really likely, or it's an alternator issue. Now, I've not had the car back on the road, down to the dyno shop, anything to get this done. When you put, and we'll backtrack a little bit here on what we're doing. This is a true 97 Cobra engine, 4-valve, meaning 2 intake, 2 exhaust per cylinder, running from a 98 GT, which is a 2-valve engine, computer. Car ran fine until I hydrolocked the motor in my older Mustang. Bought a new chassis, upgraded a few components in the suspension, put a Mark 8 engine in the car. It spun a bearing within, I don't know, 200 miles, not even 200 miles, 20 miles. I drove it to work and back, and after that something happened. It started a severe engine knock, and that's what's setting right over there. So I haven't changed and done anything to that. Then I went to the pick your parts and picked out another Mark 8 engine to put in the car, and the first time I fired it over, never got it running. It was overheating. Couldn't tell if it was a blown head gasket or whatnot. So then it sat dormant probably a full year. Work being work, my wife and I, again, own our own business, so we put in a lot of hours. We don't have a lot of time. I found an ad online for a wrecked 97 Cobra with only 30,000 original miles. So I went and picked this up with the transmission, with the dash, with the cluster. So this was 1,800 bucks, and it might be a little expensive. I should have just got another engine rebuilt. Could have put forged rods and pistons in it and had a nice reliable engine. But I went this route. I got an extra transmission, got some extra electrical components that I wanted. A couple of issues with the car right now is I have no dome light working. And when I went from the 96, 98 electrical from the 94, 95, which are two different motors. One's a 302 push rod, the new ones are the modular engines. My mirrors don't work, so I need to go through and check the wires in that. So I am having some electrical issues with the car. Hopefully it's nothing I've done, which wouldn't surprise me if it is. I don't know everything. So we're trying to nail down all these little things that would make this car more operational. Secondly, and we'll touch bases on that when I pull the engine and drivetrain that's currently in the car out, is I wasn't running a AC and heater. Now, I have a F-150 daily driver that the heater core went out, and I'll tell you something. Not that I don't want the creature comforts of the AC and heat, but I was willing to not have it to have a nice little racy weekend car. On second thought, I'm going back to putting back in at least the heater core, because when you're early morning driving it, and again, this is driven year round, you get foggy windows, and I don't like that. So I won't necessarily put back in the AC compressor and all those components, but because this is already set up with a heater core, I'm going to put the AC heater core back in the car. So at least we'll have heat for the car for the winters, but I will not have AC for the summers. So it'll have to be the old 260 cooling down. And all that means, by anybody who doesn't know, is 60 miles an hour with two windows rolled down. But again, it's a weekend car. It's not going to be my daily driver. This is Southern California, so it shouldn't be too bad for 8 months out of the year. That kind of catches up where we're currently at. And on the next video, I need to start giving some tutorials. I see a lot of stuff online and a lot of comments at a lot of different Mustang sites that people don't know certain things. So I want to kind of help some of the Mustang world and the kids new to Mustangs, maybe getting into an older car like this, the SN95s, the 96, 98 GTs, or the 99 and up GTs, or the 96, 98 Cobras. We'll go over a little bit about what separates them from the 99 and up Cobras, what separates a Cobra from a GT. Chassis wise, a few little things. Engine wise, a lot of stuff. So stay tuned. We got some dress up stuff coming. More wheels, new radiator, exhaust, that's on its way. And now I just got to pull this out, get it to the shop to get my roll cage welded in, and we'll just keep you guys posted. Thanks, and stay tuned.